Hey everybody, it's Tamika, and I am here to share with you guys a design team project from the Cutting Cafe. This week's design team challenge was to use the Lucky Me stamp set or the St. Patrick's Day stamp set, and I was able to use this stamp in a couple different ways, these sets in a couple different ways. So you don't have to just limit yourself to the St. Patrick's Day holiday. You could use the elements on it for something else. Some of the leftovers that I had were these clovers that came out pre-colored. So they came in like different patterns, polka dot, plaid, black, green. Here's some black ones. You guys can see that okay. And you don't have to print out the whole thing. You can piece together what it is you want to print out, and it's able to do that. So you can save on ink there. Also this is a sentiment from the collection. It had a flower pot that I will show you later what I did with. So those are just a few of the options that are available. I'll post a link below to the Cutting Cafe online website and the sets that I used for this design team challenge. So the first card that I did has like a vintage feel, which wouldn't be me if it wasn't. And it's so cute. I really love the simplicity and elegance on this card. The sentiment I have is the Lucky Me, I got you. And then I cut it to a rectangle shape. And I just added some polka dot ribbon, which I did the same thing for this bowl over here. And I just layered it on top of one of my Nestabilities dies. And then I layered that on top of some old pattern paper that I had from my stash and stitched it. I don't know if you guys can see. I stitched the corner on top of there, layered it on white cardstock, then stitched the corner on top of this green cardstock, and then I stitched the edges around here. I did a lot of stitching, and I really love how this turned out. There's a little tag that I punched out, and then I did some faux stitching around the side, and I have just some little ribbon hanging from there. And I use my Accent Essentials to do just a couple dottings around the edge just to give it a little bit more better touch. And then I stitched the corner. This is just an acrylic piece that I have on the side just because I like it there. So cute. And then the inside is complete with layered paper. And then I finished it off with some white so I could use that as my sentiment on the inside. So that's the first card that I created. The second one that I did was using the flower pot in its natural state of how it came in the file. I didn't do any altering to it at all. So what I did was print the flower pot on some pattern paper, the same pattern paper that I have layered behind here. Then I used my Copic markers and some glossy accents to do the rim, and then also my Copics to do the flowers, some stickles in the center, and then I glossy accented the petals. This is from that paper collection that I use. It says a few of my favorite things, and I have that as like a banner, and then I have some buttons on the side. I use some lace that I have, and then underneath is some ribbon trim. Ribbon, just a ribbon to match the paper, and then some pearl trim on top of that. I love how this turned out. It's kind of a shabby chic card, and I layered it with some pattern paper on the base under there, and then I distressed it with my Tim Holtz tool and layered it with another piece, and then again with the front focal piece that you see here. And then that's the inside. I did some fussy cutting. When I printed off the pattern. When I printed off the file, I was able to fussy cut this. I printed off in the pattern paper that I used for this flower pot when I did the fussy cutting. So I didn't waste. I used the flowers from here and then used it to just adorn the message that's going to be on the inside. I love, love, love how that turned out. You can see. So I really like this card as well. And then I have, for my final card, is this one. And I really, so cute! You know that was coming. I love this card. It's a pretty stable card. I use lightweight blackboard And I used some old paper. I think this paper's from the Lemon Stack, and it has that black stars on the outside. Very shiny card. And then this card is cut at 5x5. It was a 5x5 card, 5 square. And then look at all these gorgeousness flowers. Yes, gorgeousness. I said that. I did all of the fussy cutting on all the flowers. Look at all the different types of pattern. They are so cute. I'm loving plaids and polka dots. So cute. Anyway, I layered just a bunch of them out and cut them out, fussy cut them, and put them on another piece of paper and just pasted the flower pot. So I layered this with some green paper, and then I used my gold leafing pen to just adorn the bottom, and then some sheer satin gold colored ribbon on there. And this is just from the dollar bin at Target. They're really buttons, but I cut, not buttons, what do you call those pins that you stick on your jacket. I just cut the back off, and then I layered that on top of there. It says lots of luck, because there's lots of flower, 4-leaf clovers. They're cute, so lots of luck. I really love how this turned out. Look how dimensional it is. Love it. Oh, this whole flower pot is popped up on dimensionals. And then on the inside, cute, I have another flower fussy cut on the side just to add some interest. I cut some scallop paper and attached it to a strip of white paper on the back and left that there for my sentiment. Really cute. I love it. So you guys check out the Cutting Cafe and see the different ways you can use this file, St. Patrick's Day or Lucky Me. There's a couple other ones on the website as well. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment. You guys have a great day.